Hey, Colab Coach here again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. It's week number three. Week number three of the Real Love series. So excited to get into this week because as we get to week three, we tend to go a little bit deeper. The first week we talked about what real love was. Second week we talked about where real love comes from. And with this being the Real Love series, I feel like we need to take it an extra step further. So the topics that I started have for you this week is how to add love in your life. How to add love in your life. We hear love so much in our society. We hear about wanting love. We hear about looking for love or having our love taken away from us through songs, music, whatever it may be. But how do we actually add that love and how to sustain it? I think that's the biggest thing, how to sustain that love, because we can get love, but how do you sustain that love, especially the love that you're looking for? So when it comes to adding love, for me, I feel like it's more about subtraction. It's more about subtracting certain things in your life so you can make space or make room for love that you're looking for. Now, we can't help but to sometimes go through experiences and go through changes that maybe was brought onto us by outside forces that we have no control over. But those experiences, those changes, may be taking space in your heart that you may not recognize, or you may recognize it right now that it is affecting you, and you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do in that situation because, let's say for example, you were in a previous relationship and it didn't go well. You maybe were cheated on, or you guys were two different people once you got into the relationship, and it left a bad taste in your mouth. You're now bitter inside, and you are comparing your past relationships to new people stepping into your life. Even if that person on the surface was good for you, that person was great for you, that person is willing to learn the type of love that you're looking for, as I said last week, and they're willing to be that person for you, but you can't help but to have trust issues. You can't help but to think that this new relationship or this new situation or this new person is going to be like the previous situation or person, and it affects you to the point where you literally cannot allow love to be added into your life, and you can't replace the hurt and the bitterness from the previous relationship because you're not willing and ready to let go of what happened to you in the past. Not to say that it's this, you wake up one morning and suddenly you're just gonna forget about whatever happened, or you're ready to just move on. But what I am trying to say is that if you don't make a decision, if you don't you don't choose to slowly let go of what happened to you in the past, learn from it. Not to say that you just forget it altogether. Learn from it and apply the lessons, not the situations. Apply the lessons to your future relationship. It will stop you from making room for something beautiful. It will stop you from having a connection with someone that could have been that person for you, but because you're so fixated on what happened to you before, you're not allowing something new, something fresh to help bloom in your life. Literally, let it bloom in your life. Not to say that you step into this new relationship and it's going to be a complete opposite, but what I am saying is that you stepping into something new is better than you just holding on to something that made you bitter. Again, I'll say it again. Not to say that your new relationship is going to be perfect, but I am trying to say at least something new will help you from you constantly living a life where that living a life where you keep reliving those situations and it makes you bitter. We don't want to have a bitter heart. We don't want to have we don't want to be constantly reminded about things that has hurt us in the past. And yes, those things happen. That's out of your control. But what is in your control is if you hold on to it or not. So let's think about it this way. Let's think about it as if it's a vessel, like it's literally a container. So the container, we call it heart. You just put a title on it, call it heart, or a name tag, put title heart. And those past experiences that may have hurt you, those past experiences that may have changed you for the worse, as far as you looking at other people, those past experiences that have hindered you from allowing other people to love you the way that you want to be loved, they are filling up that container, that we call heart. But you meet someone that is fitting every single criteria that you're looking for. They physically they're great, as far as appeal. They have a good heart, they got a good mind, and they're willing to learn from you as far as what kind of love you're looking for. But the problem is that you already have something that is taking space in that container. So what do? Are you willing to keep the bitterness and the hurt from the previous relationship in that container, or are you willing to fill that container with new love, new affection, new experiences, new vacations, new happiness? You have to decide, and it's all up to you. This part is all up to you. You have to decide, what are you willing to fill in that container? What are you willing to put in that container? Keep the bitterness from previous experiences, or let the bitterness free and let it go, and then add the new love and new happiness in. Because you can't have both. The sad part is that you can't have both. You can't say that you want to love, but at the same time you are still holding on to the past. You can't say you want to be happy, but you're still harboring, or you're still having that pain and hurt fester in your heart, in your spirit. You can't have both. You got to choose and make a decision, and that's up to you. But if you are that person that clearly has someone in your life, a friend or a person that you're in a relationship with, or a person that you see as someone you're dating, and they're willing to give you love, allow that love to happen. Allow it to happen. Yes, that doesn't mean that you won't get hurt along the way, but it's better than you to experience something new and have a possibility of something new, rather than you just living a life full of bitterness and hurt and hatred. We don't want that. That takes years off your life, where you could be using those years for happiness and truth and love. Simple as that. So to add love to your life, you have to let go of the past. Pain, hurt, mistrust, agony, whatever you will call it, if you want to call it. Because it's better for you to allow your heart to be open to something new than to pretend like everything's okay when you know deep down in your heart you're bitter from the past. So adding love to your life is a game changer. Adding love to your life will help make your life better, because it's going to allow you to let go of what the past has done to you, so that new love can transform you to a better person, to a person full of happiness and love. But you have to allow the love to come in, and you have to allow the hate and the pain and the hurt to let go, to be free. Simple as that. So if you're struggling right now, you're a person that's struggling, like, I'm ready to add love to my life, but I just can't forget what happened to me. I can't forget that person that's done me wrong. I get it. Trust me, I get it. But you have to decide, make a decision. Do you want that love, or are you willing to let that love go so someone else could enjoy everything you could have enjoyed while you're just suffering by yourself? The beautiful thing about this is that this part of the decision is up to you, but if someone decides to love you, allow them to love you. Allow them to experience things allow them to give you experiences that you never wanted to experience before, or you couldn't experience before because of what someone's done to you. The biggest thing about it is that, take it from me, if you want to add love to your life, allow yourself to let go of what caused you hurt, so new love can take its place. There are people in this world that are willing and able to love you the way you want to be loved, but you gotta let them in first. Let them in. If you're struggling, and if just like I struggled and I had to learn that, go ahead and go to our website, yourcollabcoach.com. Fill out that relationship checklist. You will not be disappointed. And go ahead and sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session to see if we're a good fit for each other. Share this with anyone that is struggling to add love to their life, because they're so used to the past pain. Real love is out there. Follow me on Facebook, Collab Coaching. Follow me on Instagram, Collab Coaching. All my series are on YouTube. Just type in Collab Coaching. Like and subscribe so you won't miss the next one. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. Thank you.